Legos, pirates, murder.
That's what we are doing today here at Legoland USA.
For our perfect day.
Yeah.
It's a fight to the death.
No, well, who are we fighting?
Each other.
Okay. Emma and I are fulfilling our dreams today.
This is our perfect day.
This is our perfect day.
I'm so excited.
This is LEGOLAND Florida. This is, yes, a Lego themed theme park just outside of Orlando. It is about an hour from Disney, maybe 55 minutes from Disney World.
Solid hour.
Yeah, it was 52 from your house. I drove.
Yeah. I got tired on the drive.
Yeah, she had to talk to me. It's exhausting. But Emma and I have only been here one time for a very brief visit.
Like 30, 45 minutes.
Because we were doing every single theme park in Orlando, all 10 Orlando area theme parks in one day. And so all we did was ride the Diplo tractors.
And because of that, we're not doing anything Diplo. It haunted us both because we were so excited about how incredible the rides were.
And then we
the
did.
wait times were crazy.
Yep.
Even the Diplo tractor was like a 25-minute wait.
We waited a long time for the Diplo tractor.
So we're very excited. Today is a redemption day.
Yep. So we are headed into LEGOLAND USA today. Pretty sizable theme park here. It's not going to be at the level of something like Disney or Universal quite so much. But for Lego loving kiddos and adults, this is a pretty amazing area. I freaked out upon our first visit, and I think we'll see why. I'm so excited.
The quest for free Wi-Fi.
I love quests.
We're already starting off on a quest. Oh, I can't find anything.
You know, actually, we spent way too much time at the Lego theme park on our during our challenge day.
The shortest wait time.
Yeah, because we spent a lot of time in the shop.
Which we're gonna do after we're gonna start with a big ride that we're excited about.
Okay.
And then we're gonna kind of come back.
Emma's in charge today. She planned the day.
I did plan the day. And a lot of the day is like just exploration.
Which I'm pretty excited about. And you can see the park, though it doesn't have like a cajillion million rides per se, it is huge.
There are more rides than you would
Well, the park's huge. Can you hold up the map? Lot of park. I was actually really shocked when we came here the first time by how big it is.
Both of us were like, is there more?
Yeah, it just keeps going. Yeah,
so I'm really excited to explore. Our goal is to spend a little bit of time in each land today, but if you don't know, there's 14 lands.
That's a lot of lands.
It's a lot of lands. So we're gonna play it by ear, and we're really gonna decide which lands we spend the most time in based on just our personal excitement. However, we are not allowed to spend a lot of time in the tiny village.
Why?
We spent so much time there last time.
Why?
We can walk through it.
That was my plan for the whole day.
Well, not mine.
As you can also probably tell, Legoland does have some seasonal events going on.
Especially ticketed season.
Yes, there's a Halloween experience. Brick or treat. Haha.
Brick or treat. And it's an additional ticket that happens, and it keeps the park open later. So the park's only really open. Hours are subject to change, but really from about 10 to 5 is pretty consistent. The extra ticketed event will take you to 8. So if you're looking for some more time, there you go. Okay, we're on our way to our first ride, and it's not Diplo tractors. There's already a line. This is huge. It's huge here. Okay, but we are going to talk a little bit about tickets and things on our way over. In case you've never been over here, there's a lot of fun things. It's cool, but I was personally, I'm filming the sky, but I was personally a little bit surprised by our tickets. So we ended up buying 2 single-day, single-park tickets for $74 a piece, and we actually saved, it was about $80 to $90 by purchasing them before today, before we actually got to the park. We saved a little bit of money, and that's not just a little bit, that's almost $100. If you're interested in Peppa Pig Land or the water park, you can actually buy those as a bundle, but that wasn't really our priority today. We're just doing Legoland. So it was, after we added on our mini figures, which we'll talk about in a little bit, we added those on for $14, and we did prepay for parking just to kind of streamline it, make it a little bit easier. It was about $200 for today. That's not bad in the world of Disney, but for considering how small this park is, it was just a little bit surprising to me. Okay, so first ride we are doing is Masters of Flight. It is 5 minutes because the park only opened 25 minutes ago. How long was this wait time, Quincy?
Like 95
It was like 95 minutes. So this was, the reason we wanted to come over here first is in case the park does get busy. We don't want to wait 95 minutes. So Basically, this one is you get to get on Emmett's triple-decker flying couch. If you've ever seen the Lego movie, this is themed to that Lego movie. The Flying Theater is it's an attraction. It's whisking guests away on an action-packed adventure. It's a very suspended, exciting ride. It's a full dome virtual screen, and it kind of gives the sensation of flying. We're gonna see some new faces like Sweet Mayhem, who is a character that is going to debut in the upcoming movie, the Legoer Movie 2, the second part. So that's kind of exciting. It's a character we've never seen before in these movies. Have you ever seen the Lego movie?
Yeah, of course.
I haven't.
You haven't?
And I know I would love it.
Oh wait, I know you haven't because we make jokes about how I'm Will Ferrell and you're his son.
Yeah, and I don't
know what that means.
I don't know what that means. We're reading the safety guides, and one thing that we really like about Legoland, and we also really liked about Peppa Pig Land, is there are sensory guides. So if that's something you kind of need to be aware of, there's a score of 2 for touch, 6 for sound, 6 for sight, and 1 for smell. So if you or your kiddos or whoever you're with does have some sensitivities, it's amazing that you're able to check out the guides before you get on the rides. Let's go. I'm actually weirdly so excited. The fact that this was a 95-minute wait just like really is hyping it. It's really hyping this up for me. We're set. I'm actually so excited. And I do have on my Lego earrings. I had to build them this morning.
Mine are still in my bag.
We'll put Quincy's together in a minute. Everything is awesome!
Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome!
I did think it was very funny that he was like, we just got that out of our heads.
Yeah,
that made me giggle.
Now it's in mine.
So, my first thought was it's like a combination of the Despicable Me ride and Soarin'.
I feel exactly the same way.
That's exactly how I felt. The Despicable Me ride, not Minion Blast. I can't think of the full name.
You've stopped very close to this.
Sorry.
I think I know where we should talk about this.
Oh, okay. Lead the way.
Yeah, I mean, basically, this is so uncomfortable. My arms weren't long enough and both of our heads were a little bit too big for the banana and bunny joke.
Okay, but overall, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. My only wish was that it had a little bit more...
Sorry, you were filming Sky.
Oh, was I?
Just a little.
I like to do that, just for the ambiance. My only complaint is I wish it had a little more wind, like breeze effects that felt like you were moving, like in your face. But otherwise, it was super fun. You go through a bunch of places in the Lego movie. My favorite part was when we went through Middle Zealand, which is based on Lord of the Rings, and is very fun. I like that a lot. I don't think I would have liked it if we waited 95 minutes.
I would have been upset.
Yeah.
I think, but walking on in the morning was great.
And honestly, like a 30-minute wait.
Absolutely.
Fine, you know. But
95 minutes was just...
Yes, I do think this is a good one for us to come and rope drop just in case it is busy today like it was when we were last here, because it just meant 5 minutes. We walked right on. Now, Emma and I are experts when it comes to Universal and Disney, but when you see us outside of those bubbles, we are learning. We're learning, we are sharing what we learn, but also we are experiencing firsthand what it's like to go to some of these parks for the first time, like Legoland, so that you can see what that experience might be like for you. So we are experiencing Legoland fully for the first time today, and we've done our research that we will absolutely share with you so that if you're going for the first time, this video is kind of your one-stop guide. But also, it's fresh. We will be eating apple fries.
I was gonna say,
just so everyone's aware, exciting. This restaurant is called Granny's Apple Fries.
It is the most famous snack in the park.
We will be eating the most famous snack in the park. I will, because Emma can't have apples. So weird that we're like walking towards Miniland.
I think we're trying to walk around it. This place is huge.
It's so strange that it looks like we're gonna have to walk like right through Miniland.
We can glance at it.
Yes. Miniland was jaw-dropping to me when we came here last time. It is a land all under this tent that is major world destinations built entirely out of Lego. It is so incredible. I could spend hours in here just looking at this. I texted my whole family. They all need to come to Legoland specifically to see Miniland. There are interactive elements. There's a rocket launch that you can see. You'll see boats driving around. You'll see the cars racing around the Daytona racetrack. There's one doing donuts.
The spaceship launches.
It's just so incredible, and it just like keeps going. They've put spider web all over it. And little skulls. But there's just so much to look at, so many little things. You can see like San Francisco, Kennedy Space Center. Here's Little Havana.
They have Times Square.
They've got the Vegas Strip, right?
Yeah.
There's a whole little pirate battle happening over there, which is not the ship we're looking for, because we are not minifigure size.
Aww.
I know. Maybe by the end of today we will be little.
That's true. Okay, we finally left Miniland. Waterfalls?
Oh yeah, look, Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission.
Wow,
look,
Lego otters!
This is so cute.
Oh, and there's a Lego fisherman who
Where?
really much, he scared me. You see him?
Oh, that looks like a real man.
Yeah, I thought it was a man. Okay, we found Pirate River Quest, we believe, and no one is over here, but there's a boat made of Lego, and there's also a stunt show that happens here. There's a water sports stunt show which we would like to see. There's one in an hour, so maybe if we are able to do our ride, we can come back. But there's no one. I've not even seen a team member. It's exciting stuff. We didn't even make it. We didn't even make it this far the first time we were here.
And I was really upset about it because I really wanted to go to Pirate Cove.
Yeah, but thank goodness we didn't, because the walk back here.
Oh my gosh.
We wouldn't have made it.
We would have failed.
We would have failed the challenge. Okay, I'm hearing some life in Pirates Cove, so maybe we'll find some people. Okay, here we are, Pirates Cove. There's the Pirate River Quest. No one's here, but there are some team members, and it opens in 2 minutes. The fact that we're doing a lot of this, just us, is so funny.
That's you and me.
That's us. And Mortimer can be our parrot.
I was gonna say Sage.
Aww.
Like, so, I feel trepidation.
Yeah, this is incredible. This is a 20-minute outdoor attraction. It says we encourage you to bring snacks and drinks. I don't have snacks and drinks. I didn't plan on this.
No, I'm
so
excited though.
This is very exciting, and they literally only run it. It's closed Wednesdays and Thursdays, and it's open from 11 to 4. Very limited hours. That was incredible.
That was such a unique attraction experience.
My face hurts, actually, from just like grinning.
Yeah, it was definitely, this park in general is more family geared, younger kid geared, and that ride was too. Like, it was a lot of like, count these things. But it was, as an adult, you're in a real boat, and at the end you get to go out on the actual lake.
So much fun. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was silly. It was fun. I really liked it.
Absolutely,
I
a
was surprised.
must do. Like, I would, if I was doing Legoland, I would pick a day I could do that.
Yeah,
Just
totally agree.
Exclusively to do it.
And it said 20 minutes, and then the ride was over, and I was like, no way that was 20 minutes. Because I was having fun. It was. It was
20 minutes. It was like the first part of it was like a more chill jungle cruise, and then the end of it you literally go out on the actual lake. And what was really wild is because of how we timed it, they're like warming up for the stunt show. So there was a guy on like a water hoverboard that flies into the air, pretty close to us because we were out on a boat.
It was incredible.
And we will be seeing that stunt show.
Yes, we will. We've got some time right now.
You want to eat something?
I'd love a snack. Okay, we walked back to the heart of Lego City. We're looking for some snacks, for some refreshments. We're gonna check out what the burger kitchen looks like, because really in my research, there's actually a big variety of food here, which I was surprised by, but outside of the Granny Smith apple fries, doesn't seem like there's anything that really is a standout. So we're just gonna try a few things, but it is dead here.
Yeah, we've been
Not a soul is here.
And I mean,
some of the rides aren't even running because there is no one in line.
I know we're not here typically, but this is not typical for Legoland. All of the team members have been like, for some reason, no one's here. And then we're like, no one's in the rest of the park either. And they're like, really?
That is a conversation we've had twice already.
And when we were here for our 10 parks in one day challenge,
the wait times were insane.
Slammed. There were people everywhere. The wait times were insane. It was so much busier than this.
Yeah.
So we do think that Legoland is the kind of park that like it's more kid geared, and since it's
going to be impacted a lot more by kids going back to school than something like Disney or Universal might be.
So we think that might be part of it. Maybe a Legoland weekday around the time that kids will be in school.
Or I have a huge surprise for you. For our perfect day, I've booked the park for us.
Who are they?
Actors. Okay, for our first lunch, I say first because I know we both really want to try different things today, so we ended up going with the kids meal. We both got the kids cheeseburger. It comes with fries. You can also sub it for something else. A cheeseburger that does come plain, a drink, which you can get a water or an apple juice, and then I ended up getting a soda. The soda was $5, and they actually do have refillable mugs for the Coke machines if you would rather do that than buy an individual Coke, but this is a good way for me to only have one. She also is putting in her Lego earrings, which is very exciting. I can't believe you didn't have to build yours.
No, mine came built.
Mine literally came, the red pieces had the earring hook on it, and then they were all different Lego pieces that I had to put together.
Customize it.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. I actually left one of the colors off because they were getting heavy. I'm gonna try the fries because they look weirdly good. There's Parmesan cheese on there, seeing some greenery. They're actually pretty crispy.
They sounded crispy.
Very good first bite. And I will say the bread looks fantastic. It's giving Hawaiian roll bread. It tastes like a homemade cheeseburger, but in the best way. Like that you might have grilled in your backyard, to me. You know what I mean? And I believe is that I was supposed to ask if it was a Swiss. It's either a thin Swiss or white cheddar. I think white cheddar.
I think it's white cheddar. I'm a big fan, honestly. It's very simple, and I was a little scared of the price. Well, the vibe was surprising, and then also the price for these is a little over $13 each after tax, which is expensive for a kid's meal. We are in a theme park,
kids meal, though.
And also this is like a regular meal. This is how much food you get with a grown-up meal at McDonald's nowadays. So I'm pleased. I'm pleased with our first stop.
Pleasantly surprised by our first stop.
Thank you, Burger Kitchen.
Compare it to a Disney burger stop. I'm gonna say something crazy a little bit. I prefer this
to Cosmic. Easily, this is a better burger than Cosmic's.
Yeah.
If I had to compare it, I'd compare it to Deluxe Burger. Yeah. In Disney Springs is what I would compare this burger to. Fair. Closest. We've realized we're running a moment late for the Pirate Stunt Show.
Just a few minutes.
And we're just gonna go see if we can still grab a seat at the beginning, because that way we don't have to walk back to Pirates Cove later. But if we can't, there are 2 other shows today, which is actually a great theme park tip in general, is for shows and anything that closes early, prioritize it earlier rather than later, so that way if anything does go wrong, you're running a little late because you're eating your kids' meal, you don't miss your chance entirely for a must-do that you might have.
Walking back towards the entrance of the park. What did you think of the show?
I loved the show.
It was so much fun. there was stuff that we never get to really see. Disney doesn't have any water stunt shows that way, and frankly, neither does Universal in Florida. Yeah. It's no Water World, which we are obsessed with.
Which is Universal Hollywood, which you can see in our video. We're very sleep deprived.
We loved it.
We loved it. But this one, even different from Waterworld, this was seeing like athletes do like amazing like skiing, wakeboarding, stunts. And they had those that like water hoverboard that I've only seen on the internet. And like the guys like doing flips like 10, not 10, but like 30 feet from us. Looked amazing.
It was really cool. And
you just don't get to see people do like ski stunts like ever. Like that's such a weird thing to get to see.
Yeah, it was very cool. It was about a 25-minute show. By the time we got over here, we're about 7 minutes late. I don't feel like we missed anything at all. I felt like we watched the entire show plus some.
Yeah, so, I would get there on time just because I think we missed one wakeboard stunt. And if it's busier, because even with a slow day like today, most of the auditorium had people in every row, and I think it could fill. Yeah. So I would get there a little earlier if you want to see it, and again, aim for that first show of the day so that if you miss it, it's no big deal, you can go to a different one. But that rules.
It's very cool, very cool.
It's like watching the Summer Olympics.
Yeah.
But with pirate jokes.
And cannons.
A lot of the cannons. I'm not sure we got the cannons on camera a single time
because we were so scared.
They did not warn the cannon fire, and it was fireworks that shot out into the water.
Yeah. Made our way back to the front to go into the big shop. This is something honestly I would recommend you do as soon as you get here. But hey, we were worried about crowds, and guess what? They didn't show up.
And they rented out the park.
I rented out the park for us. So we're gonna go into the big shop and make our mini figures. I'm so excited. I also kind of want to get Coffee Co later.
Yeah, let's do it.
Just cause. Yeah. So the big store is right up here at the front, and it has a lot of really, really cool collections. They also have some pretty rare sets that maybe you can only find here. They have a lot of Harry Potter and Disney. They've got Lord of the Rings. This is the hard to find wall. There's a lot. We spent a lot of time just walking around in here the last time we were here. We were in a rush, and we spent a lot of time in here. So this is where we're gonna make our mini figures. I lied, y'all. It's at the factory, not the big store. I lied. I didn't mean to. I misread, but that's okay because guess what's right here next to us? The factory.
The factory is. We're not far.
We're not far. That right there. That's the big store. This is the factory.
Obviously.
Makes a lot more sense that you build something in the factory.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in that blue thing.
You're getting in, you cannot get in the blue thing. Quincy, you can't get in the blue thing. We also came in the factory during that day. We like really mismanaged our time here.
Way too much time in Legoland.
We did, but you know what? That's why we're back here today, because we're very excited about it.
I think that was the point where our day
peaked. There we go, personalization station. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, these are our minifigures we're gonna pick up. We did pay $14.99 before we got here, just so that way it was like prepaid, it was done, and we can pick out of these three, and it's already paid for. We have the QR code on our phone, and then we get to put them together, and we can actually trade. Okay, this is what we're going with, and I'm very excited. So we ended up getting a coffee because we came inside to build our Legos. We were gonna build our Legos outside, but there's a lot of holes in the tables, and our Lego guys would have fallen through.
They're like tables made to have holes. It's not like the tables have holes.
It's like a park table that like is iron, and there's holes.
Metal table.
Metal table. But we got our coffees. So I got a caramel iced latte.
We went real random with these minifigs.
So I'm excited. Pour them out on the table, honestly.
But I don't. What if they're all?
I think it's like. But I think that's the point. I think it's just.
I don't know.
Okay, well then pour them in 3 piles on the table.
Working.
Quincy got the same thing, but with almond milk.
This one looks crazy.
That's why part of me is like, I think we can be adventurous.
I mean, for sure, I think we can.
The first thing I want to claim is the flower head.
I know. Whoa. I want to build whatever's going on here.
Okay, and then we can like tag team the last. Yeah. Okay, we're very excited. these are our minifigures. And now we're supposed to trade them. But I might keep the headpiece. I might keep the tulip headpiece.
You could take the tulip headpiece.
I don't think I'm gonna.
That is the thing about a minifigure trade. Is as long as you're trading a head, body, and hands,
You can keep the accessories.
you can keep the accessories.
That's something that they do all throughout Legoland. Which have you talked about this? We've mentioned it. We've mentioned it in passing. But it's basically their version of pin trading. And you can trade with the different team members. They also have a wall over here that kind of talks about it, which we'll go look at in a second.
It's like a little area where people can meet up to minifig trade, and it's really cool because like I love minifigures, and like finding a really cool minifigure, like I don't know, I also love pin trading obviously, but like this is just a really cool alternative. And it's funny because a lot of the team members will just have minifigures sitting in their pockets.
I saw one guy with a belt on. Did you see him? And he had 5 minifigures in it, like a team member.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I'm very excited, and we will do at least one trade, but I don't know if I can trade for myself, because this is me. Sideburns and all. Okay, before we leave the coffee shop, this is the little Lego museum, also up here at the front. It's actually really cool. It's not big, so you can kind of quickly walk through it, but you can see the first Lego building figures right there, 1974, and they walk you through all the different changes. Wow, that's crazy. There's just a lot of changes. It's really cool that you can even see the Star Wars ones from '99. I made a comment in a video the other day that I was like, all the way back in 1999. And the people were like, Emma, why would you say that? I'm like, I do owe everyone an apology for that.
We're alive.
That was the year I was born. I'm sorry, everybody. Another thing you can do in here that I think is actually also very cool is it talks about in 2004 a Danish mathematics professor actually figured out the number of unique ways that you can combine the OG Lego brick. It's over 9 million different ways just to combine this Lego brick. Quincy. So they let you do 6 blue bricks and you get to build your own combination and then add it to the wall over here for the daily combos, which is very neat. So, what are you building?
I'm trying to make a balanced figure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wanted to make this.
Oh, you can't even see it.
It's gravity defying.
Oh, I like that. That's nice. So we only have actually a few hours left. The day's like almost over.
That is the thing. This park day is about half as long as a Disney Universal
day.
Park day.
Yeah.
Because the park doesn't open till 10 and it closes at 5. So that's only 8 hours that the park is open, which means it's a lot less time to get stuff done.
We're typically at Disney World at 8 or 8:30, and we can go on a long day until 10, 11.
Yeah,
so pretty different.
We're trying to hit as much as we can.
Yes.
Really, we just want to see the whole park and do everything that we can in the park. And so far, we're having a great day.
And we've really hit a lot of our priorities, because again, when we made the list, the only knowledge I had of Lego was like 95-minute wait. So this has been really nice.
Yeah.
This has been one of those days where you have a top 3 priority, and then everything else is a cherry on top.
And Legoland does have a skip the line option. It is called Fast Lane.
I don't think that's it.
I do.
Okay.
But you can add it onto your ticket. It was $70 per person to add it onto your ticket for the day, and it means you get to skip the lines. You can buy it once you're in the park or at the park, which may be the kind of thing you want to wait to do, because
that would be our recommendation, I think.
We decided not to even knowing about the 95-minute wait, because our plan was to ride that first and then, you know, maybe suffer some longer waits a little later in the day. Luckily, we haven't had to do that at all.
It's been very nice.
Yeah.
We finally are making our way into Heart Lake City. This is one of the, it really was one of their initiatives, like the Lego Friends, was because a lot of little girls weren't playing with Legos for a while, which obviously we know isn't true. But
that looks crazy.
This is for them. That looks crazy. That'll make me sick.
That's the Friends ride?
That's the Friends ride.
These horses?
Do you know that one of their names is Emma?
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
I can't remember. I just know I've seen it on the box. Maybe that's the one I buy today. But yeah, there's lots of little, I just kind of want to roam this area, check it out. That looks insane. Maybe we'll do it. It scares me, actually.
I kind of want to ride it.
Do you want to ride it? We'll get in line. I'll film you.
You film me, Rob.
Yeah, because we obviously, we can't film on that.
Yeah.
So I'll film you.
Purposes.
That just, I had stopped the camera right before she started to yell. But as I said to you guys, like, oh, she made that look like so much fun. The ride stopped, I turned the camera off, and she looks at me and screamed.
You would have hated that.
I literally told him you started screaming that. Was it bad? It looked like a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun. It is very fast and very high, and the seats are flight of passage style.
Ooh,
so they come up and like
on your
they
back.
hold you in the horse.
And that's why we always wear shorts under our dresses and skirts.
Always wear shorts under your dresses and skirts. But it's much faster than you think, and then I was like fine, and then it started to get really fast, and I was like, oh wow, but then it slowed down, and I was like, oh, we're fine. That was the end. It was just like the final thrill.
I'm watching it.
But then it reverses and goes the other way.
I would have been sick.
Circle, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
It gets really fast. Like at first, the guy who's working, I was the only one on it.
Yeah.
So the guy who's working on it was like telling me like, as I would go by, he would be like, sea wave, and then I would go and he'd be like, yeah!
That is my new favorite thing, the sea wave.
The sea wave?
The sea wave, because this is the Lego hand, so you wave like the sea.
I also
it's my favorite
learned
thing.
about something. First
What?
of all, the people who work here are called model citizens.
Oh, that's amazing!
Second of all, there's a Mr. Gold badge. That if we see someone wearing the Mr. Gold badge, we ask them if they've seen Mr. Gold or if they know Mr. Gold, and they give us the Mr. Gold badge, and you can keep it as a souvenir or go to guest services for a Legoland prize if you're the one to find it.
Stop.
And
We have to,
and he was like,
eyes
have you
peeled.
found Mr. Gold badge? And I was like, I don't know what that is.
Eyes peeled. Eyes
peeled.
peeled. Okay. Well, that was a lot of fun, Heartland.
Yeah, that was really good.
Good time.
I am a little nauseous.
That's fair. We'll walk it off.
It is the most intense ride in the park, they told me. It's hands
that makes
down
a lot
the
of
most
sense.
thrilling, intense ride in the park.
It's so high.
You go pretty high, like you would not have liked it. You go pretty high and there are points where you are facing the ground.
No, thank
pretty
you.
high up. And it's really, but it's the most intense ride in the park, which I think is very funny because we are in the Lego Friends area.
Yeah. And you know what? What is friendship without some intensity?
That's what we always say.
That's what we always say.
That's why we're like this.
Intense.
All right, we made it back over. We are next to the Pirate River Cruise, which you may remember from this morning. We're back by Cypress Gardens. Now this is actually really interesting because Cypress Gardens is a historic botanical gardens that was one of the earliest tourist attractions in Florida. It is a botanical gardens that was here in the 1930s since 1939, and there's actually still a tree that was planted as a seedling in 1939 that you can find here in the botanical gardens. Legoland is on the same land as Cypress Gardens, but they have preserved the historic botanical gardens and added a couple touches of their own, as you can see. But it is very, very cool because this is a historic Florida landmark and the kind of thing that it might be a little more difficult to get your kids to go see, but now you can because it's tucked into Legoland. That would have worked on me as a child. I would have been bamboozled into going to this botanical garden.
Really?
By going through Legoland first.
Well, that's fair.
Exactly. So we're gonna take a little stroll and check out the botanical gardens. From what we've seen already, they are very beautiful. You could tell.
Get a glimpse of them from our
Yep.
pirate cruise.
The Pirate Quest does sail through them, which is another reason why the Pirate Quest is an awesome attraction, but you can see that the natural sort of Florida wildlife is on full display here. We popped inside the Imagination Room because we wanted to know what was in here, and it's literally just, you can just build on the walls. Which, as you'll see, Emma is doing. What's going on, Emma?
Well, I was gonna do some of my initials, but it's not working the way I want, so we're gonna stick with an E because we've got stuff to do.
The Imagination Building is also home to the Deli Takeover, where if you don't want burgers, they've got like sandwiches and stuff like that. There's also the Wheel Zone. Yeah, which appears to be where you build little things that roll and you can borrow wheels to do so.
Which is very exciting.
Sounds fun. We're going to go out these doors and towards another land.
Back towards our burgers, actually.
Oh yeah, burgers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this direction there is a little bit left. There's the Coast Guard Academy, which Quincy is very kindly not making me ride because you can get wet, but you get to drive your own boat. It looks very neat. But then there's also the water park, which obviously we're not going to today, but that is connected actually, and you can go to the water park through here. They also, I will say, they have a handful of like Doritos, Lay's, like very normal, not super adventurous snacks, which I think is great for kiddos and picky eaters because then there's a lot of familiarity. There is a lot more food options than I would have anticipated when I was looking it up, but at the same time, there's a lot of familiar favorites, which is really nice. Back here, it seems to be the even more like little tiny kiddie area. There is the Lego City Fire Academy, which is a lot of fun. Only half of it's even open today. I'm just really surprised by how lucky we are with the experience we're having. Here is the time to come. Here is the driving school, which is very sweet, and that's kind of right up our alley. There's even like a mini gas station. There's also Firehouse Ice Cream, which there are several ice cream spots throughout the entire park, which is really nice.
Junior driving, the bigger driving school's back there.
Oh, that's even better. Junior driving? Okay, something actually smells incredible. What's this one? Drive-in diner? Roaring Wicked Chicken? Wow. Running out of fuel? Don't worry. They have hand-breaded chicken tenders. Honestly, the chicken tenders did look really good. And then here's the driving school. This is hilarious. I love it. I think we have
6 to 13.
No! What are we gonna do?
Bad news, folks.
Not for us. Well, we've got some other things we want to get done, so we'll head back towards our burger station.
I do
it's
like
Lego City.
area.
Isn't it sweet? Makes me want to get into a mini car. Okay, next up we're headed into Ninjago Land. Are you excited? We both feel beckoned.
It's calling to me.
It's calling to us. Very excited. Come on, we're trainee ninjas, so we have to kind of get in there and like see what's going down. Yeah. This is so cool. Oh, you can learn your different, can you spin, like Masters of Spinjitzu on Kai's spinners. Can you spin? Here, hold, I need you to hold this. That's awesome. Look at my hands. My hands are red. I'm actually legitimately dizzy. I'm not trying to be funny.
I didn't do that for a reason. I feared the dizziness.
That was good.
A couple things have happened. We did meet the Ninjago guy.
Master.
Yeah, which I didn't record either, but I did on my phone. So you can see the clip. We met a Lego Ninjago Master. We are now going on the Ninjago ride.
Blast fireballs, lightning, and more.
Oh.
At a gallery of villains where we're teaming up to defeat a powerful foe. And we get to track our score.
Track our score. Emma loves a competitive points ride.
Move our hand forward, point low and aim. This is like web slingers. You use your hands. Web slingers? I think so. Okay. Okay, get your glasses.
Glasses gone.
I am pumped. Keep your eyes peeled, by the way, for Mr. Gold. All right, we're in on number 3, row 3. I've not seen the Mr. Gold yet. So we're keeping our eyes peeled. Okay, we would have noticed him.
Yeah.
We've not seen him yet. We're stuck on the Ninjago.
We're literally at the exit.
Yeah.
So if they do have to evac the ride, we will be the first off.
We'll be the first off. But we've been here for a few minutes.
We have been here for a
So just wanted to update y'all.
It's nice because the cars have their own little
They have like
air
AC,
fan.
and also we loved it.
Yeah. It was like
web slingers.
It was like a slightly less fancy web slingers.
Yeah.
Like it was like a little less reactive, and the 3D was a little wonkier for me.
I don't disagree
like
at all.
web slingers.
Yeah.
So it's like a shooter attraction when you use your hands.
Yeah.
To
And
karate chop the
we've waited. How long have we waited for web slingers? Hour and a half before?
Hour and a half before.
There have been times like when we, at the end of the night, are like, we just want to ride it. And we waited an hour and a half because I love that ride. We walked right onto this one.
And it was the same as what, I mean, like again, web slingers a little more polished.
Yeah, polished is a great word.
Is this was first.
This one came out.
Where I'm literally reading an article in USA Today about this, and this tech, this karate chop tech, was developed only for Legoland parks. And then I guess Disney did their own proprietary version that was different enough that they were allowed to use it. Because this was only in Legoland parks, and it opened in this park in 2017.
That's crazy. We loved it. Huge, huge win over here.
And they're saying, like, literally USA Today and attractions experts are talking about how this was a risk to do because it was something never before seen. And this is like the original web slingers
This
tech.
is so fun. I'm also really surprised by it.
That's so wild.
I think we might be able to get off. I was master of spin jitsu.
And I was an element master.
That's pretty nice. I did not reach my full potential. Also, there were photos on the ride. Ours obviously did not come through.
Very funny.
They're hilarious.
Yeah, we were stuck for a while.
We were stuck for a little bit, but you know what? I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, that was an awesome ride. Definitely my favorite so far.
Yeah, me too, for sure. Something that we've stumbled on that I just did not anticipate, because this park is recommended for 2 to 12, is they actually do have a spot called The Grove where you can come grab some adult beverages.
Yeah, and I've seen beer and canned cocktails on menus at a couple of the restaurants. And I forgot to tell you about this. When I was on Mia's horse adventure, I could see a sign behind a wall.
Okay.
And I had to read it
as you were going back and forth.
When I was like here, I could
read it.
And it was for like a pina colada drink. So it's like there are...
Oh, that is so exciting.
They do have stuff for the parents.
They do.
The mid-20s girls
who are here alone. And loving every second of this.
Having a great time.
I love it here.
I also want to talk about Coastersaurus. This is one of the bigger rides that is closed right now.
Boo.
Which we're really bummed about because
Chris Pratt is everywhere.
Very fun.
He has 4 rides he's connected to in Orlando.
Is that actually him though, or is it just supposed to look like him?
I think it's supposed to be Owen from Jurassic.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they do have Jurassic sets.
So he's Owen in 2 rides. He's Emmett, and he's also Star-Lord. So you could say that man's checks are cashed.
Yeah, the Orlando theme park is just run by him at this point.
That's crazy. He is everywhere. Wait till they open a Garfield ride.
Oh my gosh.
So I ended up getting one of the canned cocktails. I'm not much of a beer drinker, and they didn't have many, so I got the Malibu Pineapple and Coconut. It's a sparkling malt. So I have low expectations, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I got the Rind and Shine, which was a tangerine beer, just kind of a lager.
Really good.
So yeah. Cheers.
Woo!
Oh, this is good.
This is actually pretty good, but really strong.
Really?
Maybe not like, I mean, it's only 5%.
They said you're with your 2 to 12-year-old.
They said you're Legoland, you're gonna have a good time at Legoland.
This is really delicious. This tastes like if you mixed a Blue Moon and an Indian Pale Ale together. So it kind of tastes like a little bit, like a fairly hoppier Blue Moon. And I really like it. It's kind of like best of both worlds for me. Really tasty. I would drink this, like, I would buy this in cans.
This feels very much like if you're on spring break and you're on the beach.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this is.
Which I know it looks like we are in dinosaur
clearly on spring break on the beach. It's very sweet, and it's not as carbonated as I would have thought, so it's not half bad. Do I think I'm gonna have the entire thing? Maybe no, but you know what? If you're here having fun, which I think you should be, have extra fun with this.
And if you're not having fun,
I think you're doing something wrong.
Or you might want to get this.
Yeah, true. But so like, pretty much either way, not a bad option.
Yeah, so cheers. Yeah, cheers.
Did you guys? Also, something we've been talking about multiple times off camera and we have yet to say to y'all is we know it's Duplo. And yet when the camera is on, we keep saying Diplo. The musical artist. Very different.
Diplo is not here.
He's not here.
Duplo
he does not have a series of rides.
Here.
And that's for the toddler section of the park.
Yes.
We just don't have toddlers.
No, for a time check for you all, it is 2:58 p.m. This attraction next to us is Safari Trek. There are a lot of rides like this.
A lot of the slow-moving Duplo.
Very incredibly slow-moving rides.
Yes.
That kind of take you around and you can see cool Lego figures.
Yeah.
We have been exploring more today rather than doing some of these because you can actually see.
You can literally see what's happening.
Lego figures inside.
Yes.
Also, did we ever tell them you could bring drinks and snacks on the pirate cruise? Because swing by, get yourself a beer.
Oh my gosh, yes, and then get on the pirate cruise. It's a 20-minute cruise. I think that'd be perfect.
That's enough time.
Yeah, we were both shocked when it said you can have your drinks and snacks.
Yeah, Kilimanjaro's 8,064 miles from here.
There's no way.
Are we going on the Last Kingdom adventure?
Of course we're going on the Last Kingdom adventure.
Are we going to Pharaoh's Revenge?
Probably.
We are perhaps not doing Pharaoh's Revenge.
It is a jungle gym. Makes me think of the McDonald's jungle gym.
Something that I'm really loving about Legoland is even though it's not as overly themed as something like Disney or Universal, it is still a theme park. Like it's still really themed areas. And because there are so many, I keep getting like delighted every time we turn a corner. It's a new area. Like even though it's not like, you can look at this. This is not the best theming in the world.
No.
This is like amusement park theming. But I'm just like, well, now we're in the Egypt area.
What are we doing here? Yeah.
Meet Lego Mommy.
Oh, did we miss it?
I mean, there's one at 4, but I don't know. It's only select days.
Well, we'll check. We may circle back. Here's Lost Kingdom, by the way. There's Beetle Bounce. Yeah, I totally agree. It's not going to be like, the word immersive can't be used here by any means, but it is so much fun. There's constantly something new to discover. And I feel like for kids in particular who are just like physically smaller, this is going to feel massive and like big, larger than life.
Your kid isn't dissecting the theming of the Egypt area.
No, they're just having fun.
That's plenty.
Yeah.
And I just think like every time I come into, there are so many areas, it feels so big. And every time I've walked into a new area, I have felt like delight as I see it.
Totally agree.
It's just really cool.
Next up is Lost Kingdom Adventure. Very excited about this one because it is competitive interactive dark ride. And yeah, we are competing for the highest score, which is kind of my personal favorite rides.
Something about Legoland really says compete for the highest score.
Yeah, everybody compete for the higher score. Fine, we will. So very excited for this one.
Definitely, like that was
very
the most
Emma ride
that I felt like, oh, this is such like a hometown amusement park vibe.
Yeah.
I grew up around Carowinds, and they used to have a Scooby-Doo dark ride that is now like I think a generic ghost house dark ride that I loved as a kid and had exactly the same vibes as that.
Yeah.
But that one had like Lego skeletons and it was super cute.
That one was a lot of fun. I thought it was really like I would want to ride that again.
I did badly.
You just had to learn the game. That's all. And I was only shooting with
my left hand. I'm so excited for this part because we're about to go into an area that Emma wouldn't let me hang out in last time.
Because I knew we'd spend too much time. So we're at Creatures of the Kingdom. I don't hate her personally. I just knew that in Lego Kingdoms she would spend, in all the Lego Kingdoms, but this one in particular,
I love a medieval
she would spend too much time in here.
Do you think we're too big for the horse ride?
There is a world that we're too big for the horse ride, the jousting ride, but we can look. Kingdom Cones is like some good looking ice cream. Reminds me of the Volcano Bay ice cream that we like so much. Let's check. Bad news. We're too big. We're older than 12. Yeah. That's how the social content gets made too, y'all. That is the perfect example of multitasking. Here's the pig. I'm having a very like intense memory of a Pop Tropica game. Couldn't tell you what it's about. Dragon's Den has some corn dogs and some hot dogs and loaded Sidewinder fries. There is a VIP dance, Lord Vampire.
It's definitely not today. It's not a party night.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, because that would be huge for you.
I would die.
That would be huge for you. Listen, I've already asked her, should we go ahead and come back preemptively for the Brick or Treat and do a video on Brick or Treat? She's not biting it. She's not biting yet. Y'all sound off in the comments. Yeah. Y'all sound off for me, please. I just want to come back for Brick or Treat. I think they might. With this one we can ride. This is the Dragon. It is a roller coaster, but it looks really, really neat. There is no requirements for us, so we're allowed to ride this one. Now there is a sign right here that says Disco Dragon Coaster, and I'm unfamiliar with what this means. So I'm excited.
You don't know what disco means?
No, well, I mean, I do, but I've just been reading things about the dragon and not Disco Dragon. So that's so us. Okay, row 1. I'm so excited. This is huge. It feels incredible in here. Okay. Legoland is not responsible for any lost or stolen items. I think we should start doing infomercials. How about you? Yeah.
Look at the Legoland week.
Oh my goodness! Okay, the dragon was awesome.
Yeah, love the dragon.
It was so fun.
That was my favorite ride of today.
Yeah, it was silly, it was fun. And again, none of this is gonna be super intense coasters.
No.
You should not come here to ride coasters.
No.
But that one was, it was fun.
I would compare that most to like if you mixed Barnstormer with Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
That's exactly what I was about
Because
to say.
it had a really long, really cool indoor portion where you saw the dragon and all the like the medieval court and stuff all made of Lego. And then you went on a slightly longer version of Barnstormer. I felt like so much fun because I think Barnstormer is a blast. It's just really short. And this was a little bit longer. All the kids getting off of it were like, that was awesome.
That is one thing I will fully give Legoland credit for, is all of their rides are a really good length of time in my opinion. It feels like
they're long rides.
It really justifies a lot of your waiting if you are having to wait.
Which is probably why wait times are so long, is because their capacity is a little lower because the rides are long.
So long.
In fact, when we rode the Duplo Tractors ride, geared towards very little children, it went around twice for us because they want to give you a good amount of time on these rides. And that is really cool because it does feel like it justifies the wait. It does.
We made it back to the Lego movie side of things. And this is actually I want to say the last land. I need to double check on the map, but I'm pretty sure we've at least walked through every single land. And also, one note I want to make is a lot of the taco places and the food trucks, a lot of the food places have been closed today, and I'm assuming it's because so few people are here. I do not want to ride that.
I think I want to do it for research, but you can just film me from outside.
And I can shoot you?
No, just please don't.
No, it's okay, I will.
No, it'd be good if you didn't.
No, I got it.
So the reason I want to ride this is because I'm guessing this is the exact same ride system we're going to see with the How to Train Your Dragon boat attraction in Isle of Berk in Epic Universe, which is opening next year.
Yeah.
Based on the concept art and what Universal has said of the attraction, it looks just like this, which is that it's a boat attraction, but you are given like little water shooters that you can shoot at other boats with. So though I don't want to get wet,
you're gonna.
I'm gonna, because I don't know that I'll be back in Legoland before it opens, and I want to have the most
you're gonna be
experience,
because we're coming back for Brick or Treat. So the ride she's going on is called Battle of Bricksburg, and as you can see, it is an outdoor water ride with some indoor elements. And yeah, you just kind of get to fight back and forth with other boats. I guess they're really just boats, and you're battling. It looks very sweet. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm really excited to hear what she has to say, because there are some targets for you to hit, so I wonder if there's like a score or just something fun to do. But I'm excited to see what she has to say once she gets on. Yeah, that boat is soaked. Deeply uninterested in that for me personally. Be kind, I have the camera. Be kind, I have the camera.
I could do it if I wanted to.
Yeah, no, you absolutely could. Please. That's fair. That's fair. Good job. Yeah, that's awful. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. She is soaked. I cannot wait to hear her commentary about this. Well, was it worth the research?
I mean, I'm glad I did it. You get soaked.
You are soaked.
And there's no one on that ride. Like, it wasn't that I was getting shot a lot. It was that
the ride
is
itself
designed to get you soaked.
Imagine if you're playing with a bunch of people. I've gotten hit multiple times and I'm sitting on a bench far away.
Okay, so basically the attraction that's coming to Epic Universe is going to be called Fire Drill, and it looks like exactly the same ride system. These like boats that have these water cannons at each seat, It's just that theirs looks like it will be a little bit more circular and therefore a lot easier to fire at other boats. You can certainly fire at other boats in this one. I did fire over the rocks at some other boats. It was very fun. And I imagine we'll see a bit of like some updates to the ride system since this ride has been here for a while comparatively. But fire drill will be this. For me, I really enjoyed this ride. Honestly, I think this ride suffered by not being super busy. I was alone on my boat and there weren't a lot of other people on the other boats shooting at me. There weren't a lot of people on land shooting at me, which I think will make it more exciting if this were a little bit busier. And I think that will obviously be the case for a while at Epic Universe. But you fire at targets on this ride. That's also the case at Epic Universe. You're just going to be firing at little fire targets to put out fires. So it looks, I mean, I think it's going to be a super fun ride. If it is like this one, it doesn't matter how many people are on it. You get soaked. Water falls from the sky and gets you soaked. Whatever you do, don't knock on that door. Emma, do not.
What kind of a tree? That's in your hand. A palm tree.
We are back to that central area. We're by Legoland. We're by Legoland.
It's Funtown Theater.
Yeah, we're by Legoland Funtown Theater, which is where you'll find 4D shows. They have 3 different ones throughout the day, so you can kind of pick the one that your kiddo might be the most interested in. They have City 4D Officer in Pursuit, Friends 4D Alien Invasion, and Dreams Z-Blob Rescue Rush 4D. So you can kind of pick what your kiddo might be most interested in. We can't film this, so we are going to skip it. But we would have time to do it right now, and this is the time we would recommend doing it.
It is towards the end of our day. We have yet to have the cherry on top.
Which is, we've saved it for the end for a reason.
Because it's our green apple on top.
Yeah.
So we are going to try some of the green apple fries. I think you need to get something. Oh, souvenir bowl. Yeah.
I think I need to.
I was gonna say like soft serve ice cream, caramel sauce.
It comes with it.
So might as well, right?
And soft serve ice cream and a souvenir bowl. I think I have to get the whole
Yeah, might as
For
well.
science.
Of course, of course. Oh my gosh, they have specialty coffees here. Why did we go to the front? It's too late for me to get a coffee now today. Dang.
Not too late.
That's so
for me.
exciting.
Seasonal item.
I don't know. I'm assuming like a pumpkin situation. Okay, she has it. This looks fantastic to me.
I've never hated your apple allergy more.
I might do like a little something. This is gonna make a mess. This is gonna make a mess. The whipped cream is good whipped cream too.
The whipped cream is good. They piped the whipped cream on.
They did.
I'm gonna say like 10 out of 10 for these. This is a perfect dessert.
Whoa.
Yeah. I don't have to think about it. When they come in a little apple, it's a must-have. It's so delicious. The apple fries themselves are covered in like a crispy, cinnamon sugary kind of fried coating. They are not greasy at all. You can taste the cooked apples inside. It's like if you it's like cooked apples from Cracker Barrel, or that your grandma makes, but like souped up into a super fun theme parky vibe. They're good. You can get them just as the fries with the caramel sauce. You can also get them how we did, souvenir cups with soft serve and whipped cream that they pipe on fresh. And it's a ton of fries. I thought it was just a top layer, but the whole bottom is fries too. I got a fork and a spoon. This is a must-have. As Emma said, this is a must-have. If you like apple at all, especially right now that's the first few days of fall, must-have. Now, we are getting near the end of the park day. In fact, the park is closed as of right this second.
Yeah, 56 seconds ago.
Yeah. So the park closes at 5 today. Often it closes at 5 or 6, occasionally 7, and even more occasionally 8. So just make sure you're checking park hours for the day that you come. I feel like we did plenty today to have a satisfying day. I think that if I were doing Legoland once in a lifetime, I might aim for one of those 6 p.m. closing days or 7 p.m. One thing that I will say is don't waste more than one meal of your park day eating the meal in park.
Totally.
We got our burgers today as our lunch. That was our one meal.
We actually really enjoyed.
We did really enjoy them, and I would recommend that spot. We got those as our one meal for lunch, and then we've done snacks and drinks otherwise. And that is 100% what I would recommend, because meals do take time. And eat before you get here. The park opens usually around 10.
We both ate before we got here.
Yep, eat breakfast in the morning. And then after the park closes, maybe go eat at some of the food nearby.
We've eaten at the Taco Bell.
We can personally endorse the Taco Bell.
Endorse Taco Bell.
Because we did eat at the Taco Bell, but other food around here, there's a great rated restaurant called the Lake House Kitchen. There's a deli called Deli Basket, a sports bar. That would be great. And then if you head back into Orlando, there is so much amazing food. And depending on where you're staying, you might have food at your hotel. So I just wouldn't recommend eating more than one meal in the park because the park days are so short. And 5 p.m. is a bit too early for dinner, honestly. So don't waste any of your ride time eating another meal. Instead, eat apple fries, a reasonable thing to have for
I think
dinner.
very reasonable. And also,
I should not have another
the places
bite.
that we were interested in weren't open.
No, because the park it was a
of
slower day.
hours.
I had so much fun at Legoland today. It was seriously a blast.
So fun. I cannot believe we were here on just randomly the perfect day.
Yes, so September for your Legoland day,
September's
really.
a great time to be here.
And just like what was your favorite part?
Honestly, just exploring and having a really nice, chill day and going on really fun and sweet rides.
Yeah, my favorite part was all of it. Because I literally in my head was like, well, the dragon, well, the stunt show, well, the pirate adventure, well, those are my top 3. Well, the apple fries, those are all my wins. So
I just really loved it. And I'm always going to appreciate a theme park where you don't feel super rushed and you can really enjoy it without feeling like go, go, go. And I love that go, go, go feeling too.
Yep.
But sometimes this is really nice.
I think if you have kids in the 2 to 12 age range, you might want to consider a little excursion out to Legoland when you are visiting Orlando, just because it is a really unique experience. It's really fun. They do actually have heavily themed hotels.
Which looks very cool on the inside.
Yes, which also look awesome. But I think that this is still not maybe the thing that you want to make your full destination. But if you've got kids in that age range, then it might be worth swinging by on a day during your Disney or Universal or Orlando area trip. If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now, if you want to see our first time ever in Legoland, you can check out our 10 theme parks in one day challenge up on the channel right now.
That was a doozy. We'll see you there.
See you there.
Bye.
Sorry, I was like, wait, me talking
A
was a
doozy?
doozy?
The challenge.
I got so lost. Okay.